Hey guys, it's Paul from Ashen. It is New Comic Book Day for the week of April 12th, and we're going to get started right now. Make sure you stay to the end of this episode to check out our giveaway for this week. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. See you later.
Hey guys, Tim with Capes and Scowls, and we're going to do the trades that came out today. I also will point out we have 2 new True Believers issues, which are dollar reprints. You guys seem to like these. We have New Mutants #1 getting reprinted, and we have Cable and the New Mutants #1, which is basically just New Mutants #87, the first appearance of Cable. So for $1, you can read that. Feel like reading it. Trades from Valiant. We have Savage. It looks kind of cool, but I haven't read it. We've got Batman. It's Tom King, everybody, and David Finch. You guys love it, or no Finch? No Finch? No Finch. Dude, there's no Finch on this. That's a mistake.
I thought that was our Batman.
No,
that's Zack Snyder.
It's a waste. No Finch. Aquaman. More Aquaman. These trades are coming out pretty quickly for DC, which is good. Steve Rogers, Captain America, Volume 2. That story's been a little crazy. We got Welcome Back, Volume 2. I'm sure it's not like Welcome Back, Kotter. We've got Batman Legacy, Volume 1. I have no earthly idea what this is about, but it's the complete story. And the new trade for Black Panther, which is Trade Volume 3. People are digging this. So that's your trades. Enjoy your trades.
Alright guys, first up, Suicide Squad, issue number 15. You know the deal. I'm unhappy that Jim Lee's gone. Ramito's picking it up. It's okay. It's whatever. We're dealing with fallout from last issue. Amanda Waller's back because apparently Suicide Squad means everybody dies but nobody stays dead. Unless you're one of the minor characters that did die last issue and now you're dealing with that kind of stuff. It was okay. The writing is pretty good. I wasn't sure where everything was going before, and now I'm seeing a little bit more of an understanding of what this storyline is supposed to have been. It took a while to get there, but we're here now, and a lot of what you might have been reading is starting to make sense and starting to gel and coalesce and be its own thing. So next issue is the end of this arc, so we'll see how things get tidied up, or whether they do get tidied up or whatever, so we'll see that. Writing is good, art is okay, it's just not Jim Lee.
Alright, and now I had a recommendation to read something, or that's not the words.
That's a recommendation. But you don't have to tell the video.
No, I'll tell them. Alright guys, for my first book, I was asked to do something Punisher-y, because we haven't done anything Punisher-y in a while, so something Punisher-y came out. Deadpool versus Punisher #1. They love doing this X versus Y stuff all the time, and this book was okay. It focuses on the Punisher doing Punisher stuff, you know, blowing up bad guys, and he gets a hot tip on someone that can give him a lot more leads to a lot more of the criminal underworld. Unfortunately for him, he is also a major supplier of work for Deadpool. So when he goes and confronts said character, Deadpool is actually there and it starts a giant firefight. The book is pretty good. It goes some unexpected places. It definitely ramps up the violence. If you want just stuff getting shot up, blown to hell, this is your book. I like how it ended, and I just enjoyed it. It wasn't like amazing, but it was good. So here you go. It's a book.
Alright guys, next up, Kingpin issue number 3. This one's been doing pretty decent. It's still a little slow going because we're getting more and more backstory on the Kingpin. We're getting more and more of everything. Basically, everyone doesn't want this autobiography to be published, whether it's the good guys or whether it's the bad guys. You have Daredevil, you have Tombstone, you have everybody seems to be united in the Kingpin not coming back to prominence in New York. So it's an interesting thing because the Kingpin has always been that character, and this book is doing it well. The art lends itself to the project. It's not necessarily something I like, but it lends itself to what the story is and the story and the way the story is supposed to be perceived. So it works for it. Pick this one up.
All right, guys, for my next book, we have Rose #1 by Meredith Finch, who is the wife of David Finch, who is one of my favorite artists because he did Moon Knight. But anyways, I read this because it's a new Image #1. It's very fantasy-based, based on a lot of swordplay, a lot of magic, and this book was surprisingly good. I wasn't sure what to expect, and I was pretty happy with it. It feels like a classic Lord of the Rings style kind of fantasy epic. I could see it really taking off, and yeah, it just has a good setup of your main character is a strong female character, and she is a magic user, and there's an evil queen who is trying to destroy all other magic users, and there's a lot of violence, and I really enjoyed it. Actually, I wasn't sure what to expect, but there's not too many good fantasy epics nowadays, and not too many new, amazing, sword and sorcery kind of books. So I really enjoyed this. So if you enjoy Lord of the Rings or like Record of Lodoss War or something like that, you will like this.
All right, guys, and last up for my picks for the week, we have X-Men Blue issue #1 and Weapon X issue #1. And Tim's cringing because he was like, ugh, X-Men, good. X-Men Blue is dealing with the time travel X-Men, the younger versions of the X-Men that we know, and their first mission away from what I would assume would be like the X-Mansion or whatever Kitty Pryde has created in Central Park. So you get to see a lot of the team dynamic, a lot of the fun things that go on between the characters. That has that kind of original X-Men feel. And then you're dealing with some original X-Men villains in the way of Black Tom Cassidy and the Juggernaut. So you get that look. There's a huge plot twist at the end, though. So if you are a fan of how this series has been rebooted between X-Men Gold and X-Men Blue, I'm assuming nothing terrible is in X-Men Blue, because X-Men Gold, everybody knows the controversy with that kind of stuff going on. These are proven artists that their work's been around for a while. So maybe Marvel might have learned their lesson on picking up brand new people and just throwing them into their most important properties. But yeah, definitely pick up X-Men Blue. Weapon X is following Wolverine as he is being attacked by an unknown source. We don't know if it's the Weapon X project, the Weapon Plus project, or whatever weapon project it is. We just know that they're hunting Wolverine, they're hunting Lady Deathstrike, and they're hunting Sabretooth. We don't know what their goals are yet because it's the first issue, but it's interesting so far. The art has been good on these 3 titles. I've loved the art, and the writing is pretty good as well. They're great jumping on points because a lot of people have been kind of scattered with the plethora of titles that are going on between the X-Men, the Extraordinary X-Men, the Uncanny X-Men, the whatever other X-Men, and just whatever. So these are good starting points for people that might have been away from the series for a while. I suggest picking up X-Men Blue and X-Men Gold. Those are my favorites of the 3 that have come out so far. But Weapon X is pretty good too. If you are a fan of Wolverine, particularly Old Man Logan, you'll want to check this one out.
All right, guys, it's time for the pick of the week. And of course, the pick of the week has to be Amerikarate #2. Yes, Amerikarate is still just as amazing. It has all of that 80s goodness. If you are a child of the 80s, you need to read this. There is references to Commando in this. Commando.
Get to the CHAPPA.
That's not Commando.
Is that Commando?
No.
Wait,
Get to the CHAPPA is Predator.
Is it? Wow.
Yes.
That's so bad.
The creator of this book is going to see this review and be very sad with you.
He is going to be very sad. I'm sad for myself.
I'm sad for you. I'm very sad.
Go ahead.
but they do commando things, and there's a lot more references, but the commando part I really loved, because I'm like, that's that scene from Commando, and then they actually say, isn't that just that scene from Commando where they feed the deer out of their... Oh, it's so good. This book is amazing. If you like dumb humor, like good dumb humor, you know? I'm not saying it's dumb. This is like that stupid slapsticky, I just want to laugh and have a good time, and I remember the 80s fondly. This is for you. It's amazing. The main character, they say, are you Patrick Swayze at one point? It's so good. It's so good. Just get it. Just get it. Why don't fight me on this? Just buy it. Look, here it is. Buy it.
Hey guys, this week's trade recommendation is Black Science Volume 2. Tim put me onto this book, and he hasn't let me forget it ever since.
You're welcome.
But it's a great series. It's similar to the vein of Sliders and things like that, but if it was told from HBO perspective. We are dealing with the fallout of a lot of main characters dying in the first couple of issues, and our travelers are stuck on a world for a couple of days, and terrible things happen, and we lose potentially more people, and now we are starting to see the universes kind of fold onto each other. We saw that in one issue in the last series, but now we're really starting to see worlds starting to fold onto each other, and different copies of different people coming to play, and really convoluting the storyline, but still being told from a direction that is not confusing. It might be complex, it might be slightly convoluted, but it's not confusing. You're not going to be lost. So this is a great series. I really like Remender. It's not something that was on my radar before, but I will be following this up, and you will be getting subsequent reviews for the other trades that are out. There are 4 trades?
5, I think.
5 trades out now. So it is a little bit of reading, but these are very well done. They're not crazy worded, so you should be able to get through them pretty quickly. But that's my recommendation for the week. Now, for those who know what's going on, we didn't get to our goal last week, so this week everything rolls over. If you want a copy of Wayward issue number 1 for the trade paperback, all you have to do, 3 simple things. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. Subscribe to Capes and Scowls. You'll find a link below for that. Like this video, and then comment with a recommendation that you've followed through based on something we have talked about. And that's pretty much it. Once we get to 10 entries, we will give one of those away. If this goes any longer, it might be a signed copy, because Jim Zub will be here on May 6th for Free Comic Book Day. Alright guys, and that is pretty much it for the week. We appreciate everybody tuning in, and we will see you guys next week.